Hello and welcome from Independence Community Ice. It's Game 2 of Hockey Fights Cancer Weekend. I'm Gabe Daniel, joined alongside Mike Hoblich, making his broadcast debut as Kansas looks to continue their success as they won 4-1 last night and head into this game 10-5-0 on the year, where the Bears looking to bounce back as I believe they are 2-4-0. Last night, it was Brett Siddons leading the charge as he had the first 2 goals. And then Zach Zadakis and Tyler Nelson also contributed 1 as well.
Yeah, Gabe, that third goal, we're going to talk about that third goal for a second. It was assisted by Lance Medina and Jack Gerber, the beautiful backhand pass on a 2-on-0 breakaway. And also one point, actually multiple points I wanted to bring up. The penalty kill yesterday for the Jayhawks was unbelievable. Had multiple breakaway opportunities on the penalty kill and also got like multiple, maybe 5 to 10 shots on the multiple penalty kills. They got to continue that success tonight. And also around 2 minutes left in the game yesterday, the illegal head contact 5-minute major on Liam McGorney of WashU. We'll see if that maybe spices up the beginning of this game a little bit. I'm sure the coaches told their teams and players to cool it down maybe, but we'll see if that has anything to do with the beginning of this game.
Yeah, absolutely, and it looked like it was only just a 5-minute major because McGordy is skating around in the warm-up circles here as there's just about 18 seconds left before the starting lineups and such get announced. But for Kansas, the lines are going to be about the same. The only change is going to be Cade Friedhoff moving up to that first line, and Riley Vitula will join Zach Zadakis and Jack Gerber. And it's also the last game of the season for Cade Friedhoff because he is going abroad next semester. I believe he's going to go study over in Rome. So definitely he will be missed heading into that second semester, and he looks to be having a big game today.
Yeah, he'll definitely be. This will be a very big game for him. Lot of extra motivation here for him.
And it's also, I believe, the last ever game on the community ice side for both Mitch Miles and Cole Walsh, the seniors on this squad. As next semester, our only games are on the road against both UNL and UNO, and then, of course, the border showdown against the Missouri Tigers, which will be over on the Bull side. So no more games on this community ice side.
Yeah, definitely some sentimental moments for those two for sure, especially Mitch Miles having played one of the best games of the year so far yesterday, only allowing 1 goal and over 25 shots. So this is a big game for him for sure. See if he's got some motivation in him.
So it looks like we're going to skip right over the anthem today. And it's going to be Landry Gray in net, back at the blue line to start things off. It'll be Zach Roberts and Zach Schubert. Up front again, it'll be Tyler Nelson at center with Duso and Friedhoff at his wing.
We wish everyone out there watching a happy Veterans Day, too, to everyone who has served. Thank you.
And it looks like starting for WashU, it's going to be McGordy up front with Cato and Friedman at his wing. And then back at defense, it'll be Hannon and Robinson. As right away, the Bears win the draw. It's going to be Hannon across over to Robinson, trying to get the headman pass, but it's going to be Duso quickly chipping it into the corner. And the Jayhawks will go to work, as it's Hannon using the boards to pass it over to McGordy. Nelson getting a stick in there, able to interrupt that one, and Hannon has it in the right corner. He'll pass it to the left over to Robinson, and Robinson will swing over to the right side and back in it into the zone and chase after it. But it looks like Zach Schubert gets there first. He's going to backhand it over to Duso. Duso tries to get it out of the zone, but it's going to be held in there by, I believe that could have been Sobel. And he's going to be poked off the puck as it's going to be Friedhoff up on the left side. Tries to get a headman pass up over to Nelson, but it just goes a little too far, and racing after it's going to be Sobel. And an icing on the Bears early on. And we got our first stoppage just about 52 seconds into this one.
That was a great play by Friedhoff there in the zone. He got a stick on that puck on that shot there. Would have been an open lane. Instead got some wood on it, caused the puck to go left of the net.
So it's going to be that second line that's really started to take off for this Kansas team out there, centered by Brett Siddons. Is right off the faceoff. Siddons tried a shot. It looked like Friedman got a piece of that one, and the Bears will quickly dump it out. It's going to be over to Breyer, who finds Nessa. Nessa across over to Feeney. Feeney's going to get it into the zone, but he's going to be quickly pushed off the puck there by McNamara. So Hannon, the saucer pass up over to Michael Greco. And the Jayhawks able to get it back and dump it in as Cole Hannon has it into the corner. He's going to be met there by Siddons. And the Bears able to get it up over to Sammy Greco.
Great job by Breyer dumping that into the zone.
So Siddons off the bank pass. He's going to walk it in on the right side. As he tries a shot up front, Friedman with it in the crease, and it's going to be a little bit of pushing and shoving after.
Of course. Oh, if you touch the goalie, people are going to come after you. Good pressure by the Jayhawks to start this game, though, for sure. Line change before this face-off. Less than 2 minutes in, already a couple stoppages. Unlike last game, the first stoppage came after maybe 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. Important face-off here for the Jayhawks if they want to contain the pressure.
So the face-off won by the Bears. Unable to hold the line was Van Heerden as that puck just skipped right off his skate. And it's going to be off the boards up over to Gerber. He's going to fly in with speed. He's going to be poked off the puck by Michael Greco, though.
Great play by Greco.
Now Zadakis trying to pass it to the slot. Gerber wasn't quite there in time, but he's able to get his stick onto that one, and that interrupts WashU from getting a nice break out there. Vitullo is going to crank it in around the boards. Racing to the corner is going to be Gerber. Gerber got there first, but he's going to get double teamed, and it's going to be held in by Van Heerden. He's going to try to wrist it on net. Gerber in the slot trying to chop at it. The bouncing puck will make its way over to Sammy Greco, and he'll get a pass over to Cato. Cato chops it in. That'll get a change going for the Bears as it's around the boards over to Walsh. Walsh up over to Vitullo. He finds Zadakis on the right side of the ice. Zadakis getting taken out there.
Nice hit there.
And skating it up the ice is going to be Ma. Ma on the right side tries a shot, unable to find it on net, as it's going to be the Bears with it. Along the hash marks, now into the corner. Schubert took it away. He's going to wrap it around the boards, and it's over to Carney. Carney got it up over to Pendleton. Pendleton on the left side. He's able to at least ensure the puck going over to Carney. And it's going to be skated out of the zone by Ma on the right side. And a save made there by Gray, and it looks like Fantoni trying to get it out of the zone. He's going to take a big hit there, and Fantoni's down and in pain.
I believe his head went into the. Oh, this is not good.
So Fantoni able to get up to his knees at least, and he'll get up on his own completely.
That's good. That looked like a scary hit. That's a hit that you don't want to see at all in hockey when their head goes into the sideboards right by the bench. Very dangerous, but I'm very glad to see he's walking up.
So it looks like the face-off will go back into the Kansas zone. It'll be to the right of Landry Gray. 16:34 left to go, period number one, tied at 0. As it's won back over to Roberts, who played it off the boards over to Friedhoff. Friedhoff got it over to Nelson, and it's going to be over to Dusso. Dusso on the left side, a shot blockered away there by Friedman. And Dusso tried to play it to the other corner, but the Bears intercept.
Bears defense was quick to catch up on that 2-on-1 breakaway.
Is this going to be sent around and out? It'll be Tyler Nelson as he coasts around with the puck on his backhand. He enters the zone on the left side. At the goal line, walking through the crease, pressured off the puck. Friedhoff trying to find it on his backhand. And the Bears will dump it out, and Breyer will chase back for it. So Breyer up over to Dusso. Dusso tipped it in. It's going to go back behind the net, picked up by Robinson. Robinson up over to Jari.
Speed of Tyler Nelson on that last possession in the offensive zone was unreal. He's coming along the side with his backhand, just skating by everybody like it was no problem.
And then an icing on the Jayhawks brings us another stoppage here with 15:31 left to go in the first period.
A lot of stoppages here early. I'm honestly very surprised. Yesterday's game was fast-paced in the first period. This one just a lot of stoppages early on. It was a great opportunity created, though, by Tyler Nelson on that last offensive possession, getting in front of the net, getting a couple shots on goal, too.
So the Jayhawks trying to get it out of the zone. As it's Duso. Trying to pass it over to Feeney. As it's back behind the net. As Kornhaber was able to try and get it out, but Breyer right there to hold the line, and Siddons has it in the slot. He's pressured off the puck there, and it's sent all the way back down. And an icing, this time on the Bears.
Yeah, gonna need a very big face-off win here if they want to get multiple shots on goal. Friedman yesterday allowed 4 goals on less than 20 shots, so they just got to keep peppering them. They'll fall eventually, especially off those ricochets. Those ricochets bounce in front of the net. Clean those up.
So back behind the net, the Bears able to dump it down, and it's going to go all the way back, and another icing.
Is that the third icing in this game already? Third or fourth?
Well, it's the third icing in a row.
Man, 5 minutes into this first period, third icing in a row.
So 14:55 left to go, still tied at 0. The Jayhawks leading the shot column 3-2 as they're able to win the draw over to Medina. Medina try to use the boards to send it to the corner, and it's going to be pressured out of the zone by the Bears, and they'll finally get that line change they've been trying for. So a saucer pass up over to Siddons. On the left side, he has to kick it back to his blade. A shot on net kicked away by Friedman, but it's going to be Feeney picking up the rebound. He'll slap it back to Siddons. Siddons trying to find it to the point over to Breyer.
Line change here for the Jayhawks.
Not necessarily a line change, but they had to get back on side as it's going to be wrapped around over to Kornhaber, who tried to get it up over to McNamara. He'll get it across over to Greco. A shot going up into the netting and out of play. So our stoppage with 14:13 left to go.
A lot of hitting in this first period. Just like yesterday, physicality yesterday's game was it was evident within the first couple minutes. Same thing today. WashU's hit a lot of the Jayhawks players, causing a lot of turnovers too.
So another face-off win by the Bears as it's over to McNamara. His shot missing the net as it's wrapped over to Vitullo. So he has it in the corner. He'll play it around, trying to get it over to Gerber. Gerber able to strip it away, and it's going to be held in there by Cato. Cato to McNamara. Zadakis trying to block a shot in the slot there. As it's going to be back behind the net now. Vitullo stops. He'll try to go around the other way.
Nice job by Gray there holding this spot.
It was taken by Ip, but the Jayhawks finally get out of the zone as it's going to be Gerber. He's going to cut towards the middle, shooting one on net, unable to find the answer there as it's going to be McNamara now leading the charge for the Bears. On the right side, he makes a toe drag move around Schubert as he waltzes his way in. A shot on net, but Gray is standing tall there.
One of the best opportunities so far for the Jayhawks. Gerber goes by multiple defensemen and fires a shot just wide, but it's good to see those shots getting on net, or anywhere near the net, I should say.
So fanning on the shot there was Hannon. It looked like it was Nelson off the rebound as he tried to find a pass over to Duso, but it's going to be walked back in by Hannon, blocked up front. Now Nelson will get the headman pass up over to Duso. Duso trying to throw one on net, but it goes to the far corner. And the Bears unable to get it out as Roberts held the line. Now it's going to be Friedhoff trying to pass it to do so in the slot. Battle for the puck. And it's going to be Friedhoff who goes in to help win it. He tries to pass it right on the doorstep, but the Bears intercept that one. Now Schubert has it. Schubert, he'll just chop it around the boards as it's do so. He gets pressured off the puck there, and now Hannon will try to get a pass over to Henrys. Raptor on the boards, slapped out of the zone, but redirected in there by Greco.
It's good offensive possession there from the Jayhawks. And you keep doing that.
So Nelson will coast in. Stops at the hash marks. He'll drop it back over to Pendleton. Pendleton lost control, so it's going to be Ma. A backhand pass over to Ramey. Ramey lost control.
Nessa with a big hit over there.
Is this going to be a battle back behind the net? Pendleton able to get the puck over to Fantoni, and the Jayhawks get it out of the zone. Picked up there by Kornhaber. Dumped in the zone. Now Breyer will have it for Kansas as he wrapped it around over to Nessa. Nessa trying to poke it out. It's going to be Fantoni battling in the corner. That freed the puck up over to Nessa. Nessa's headman pass up to Carney. Quickly taken back by the Bears. Now Nessa up over to Carney. Carney's just going to back in it into the corner. He's still going to race after it. Carney trying to back in it the other way. It's going to be McGordy in the corner. McGordy through center now. Swinging to the right side. It looked like he tried to get a shot on net. Goes to the far corner where Cole Walsh will pick it up. As it's going to be sent over to, I believe that was Van Heerden who was trying to get it out of the zone. Right back to that same corner. It'll be Walsh with it over to Van Heerden. Back over to Walsh. And he tries to get a pass out of the zone. And it's going to be picked up there by Ip.
Got to get it out of the zone here if you're the Jayhawks. Bears are fired the last 3 shots on goal.
So Van Heerden trying to backhand it around. It's going to be picked up there by Feeney. Feeney with it again. Skates it out of the zone, gets it up over to Lance Medina. Medina trying to make a move around one man, and then it'll be Friedman trying to come out of the crease to play that one, but Feeney walking it in, a backhand shot. And Jake Friedman will hang on, and a stoppage with 9:58 left to go in period number 1.
Great play there by Freeman, having the guts to go out of his crease to poke that puck away and cause disruption there on that play.
So a Jayhawk face-off win over to Roberts. He wrapped it around. And it's going to be held in by Schubert. As he tried to shoot it through traffic, Medina got a piece of it on his stick. And Schubert again holding the line. Feeney goes in to help him out. And you could see Schubert trying to wisely get back up from that one without getting his hand on it. Medina didn't see where the puck was. It was right on his blade of his skate, and the Bears able to get it out as it's going to be Greco with it on the right side. As it's going to be Medina getting it out of the zone on the right side. He's going to do a cross-ice pass over to Feeney. Feeney shooting, kicked away by Friedman, and Siddon's unable to pick up the rebound. Cato dumped it out right to the tape of Breyer. Breyer off the boards over to Feeney, and Feeney at the blue line just pressured off the puck by Hannon.
We're pushing and shoving it along the boards on this side too.
So now the play will go towards the corner. It looked like a battle that the Bears won as it's thrown back around. The Jayhawks come up with it. Is this going to be a headman pass intended for Gerber? But it goes right to Friedman for a whistle here.
Freeman, good job having the knowledge that Gerber was screaming right toward him. Gerber gets there a little early. It's a great opportunity there to put that puck in the net. Important face-off here. On Freeman's right side.
And it looked like it was tied up. won by the Bears as they quickly dump it out. On the puck is Ma. Shot up front. Gray making the save there, keeping this game scoreless.
Landry Gray. Gabe, you talked about how the Jayhawks had a 4-on-2 shot, starting off 4-on-2. Now the Bears have had the last 4 shots on goal since then. They need to fire some shots, get more offensive zone time. Starts with this right here.
So Kornhaber with it, poked off the puck there, and Vitulo's there to hold it in. He tried to find it over to Zadakis, and it's going to be backhanded out of the zone. Now it'll be Ma on it, and he's just going to be quickly pressured there by Nessa, so that forces a dump around the boards. Now Breyer and Zadakis battling in the corner for the Jayhawks. Those two freshmen did play high school hockey together for Providence Catholic out in the Chicago area.
Some good chemistry already.
As this going to be over to Nessa. Nessa gets hauled down. No call there. I'm sure the Jayhawks would have loved that one.
Yeah,
but Zadakis lofted it up. It's going to be knocked down with a high stick, but the Jayhawks get the puck right back, so no whistle here. As this going to be Gerber now at the top of the circle. Gets it over to Nelson. Nelson right back to Vitulo. Vitulo pressured off the puck. It's going to be picked up by Nelson. He's going to find it over to Van Heerden. Van Heerden tried a little snapshot there. That gets blocked and thrown to the corner. And the Bears will dump it out. Duso's going to settle it to Van Heerden. Van Heerden, he's going to walk it in. He's going to try a shot. Looked like it got blocked up front and a...
Too many men on the ice, Gabe. That's what it looked like.
Yep, and you see the signal from the referee there.
Panic from the bench. I believe it was the captain, Cole Hannon, accidentally went on the ice. Miscommunication by the coaches, and they touched the puck with 6 men on the ice. Might have been 7, actually. A lot of players on that ice. Too many. This is an important power play here. They need to get a goal. It'd be important. The special teams yesterday, penalty kill did better than the power play unit. Power play unit needs to find a goalie to get their confidence back up. Can't let these opportunities go to waste if you're the Jayhawks here. Good face-off win.
So Vitulo got it to Nessa, and that's going to be poked out of the zone. Nessa heavily pressured. He'll have to get it over to Duso. And Duso will drop it back behind his own net. And it's left for Tyler Nelson, leading D3 in points as it's passed over to Luke Nessa. Nessa's going to drop it back over to Duso. It looked like it might have been intended for Feeney, but it's going to be thrown to that corner, and it's going to be dumped right back over to Duso. Now Duso from the deep slot, a shot that's blocked up front. It's going to be picked up in the corner by Feeney. Duso to Nessa. Nessa now over to Vitulo in the corner, pressured off the puck. Tyler Nelson goes in to help him out, and it's going to be back to Nessa at the point. Now Duso. The Jayhawks just cycling, trying to find an open shot opportunity. Nessa fanning on his shot. Gets it to Vitulo in the corner, and he's going to kind of get held onto there. And now Hannon.
Vitulo going at him. Oh.
Either way, it's going to be held in there, and there's a nice little play by Hannon. He's going to get away with that one, and of course, Vitulo's going to get called.
Retaliation penalty there, Gabe. He was angry with the captain, Hannon. That's why he's the captain. He can cause retaliation penalties like that also while being the leader. Vitulo, not the best decision, but it'll be 4-on-4 hockey still, so still even strength, and then we'll go to the penalty kill for the Jayhawks for about a minute and 27 seconds.
And that's a late penalty call, because Kansas did have the puck, but the penalty didn't get called until the whistle. So either way, it'll be 4-on-4 hockey for the next 33 seconds.
Yeah, they didn't call that penalty until the shot was already fired on net. Usually you don't see that.
So either way, face-off's going to be won back over to Michael Greco. His shot will end up going back behind the net, and it's going to be Gerber who's going to make a nice move there. He's going to carry it down with speed on the right side. Gerber poked off the puck. And it's going to be sent over to Sammy Greco, and he's going to be pressured off. The Jayhawks try to dump it in, but Michael Greco will pick it up. Michael Greco on the left side. He's going to get hauled down by Schubert, and it'll go right over to Gray. And another whistle here with 5:09 left to go in period number 1.
2 more seconds on this 4-on-4. See if Jayhawks can hold this and then dump into the zone with no icing call. This is an essential penalty kill coming up here for the Jayhawks for the last 1 minute, 30 seconds. See if they can get a couple more opportunities like they did yesterday. Keep just peppering shots at Freeman. Eventually a couple of them will go in. If not, they can't just do that. Just throw it down into the opposite zone like that.
That's a weird call there. Looked like the puck might have gone out of play. Is it?
It looked like it touched one of the players coming off the bench. Then they blew the whistle. Or he was either trying to go back into the bench or coming off. I'm not sure why the whistle was blown, but interesting.
So that'll give us a whistle with 5:04 left to go. And now the Bears on a power play for the next minute 24. So Roberts trying to backhand the puck away as it goes right over to McGordy. McGordy to Hannon. Hannon backhands it to the corner. It's going to be picked up by Roberts, and he's going to wrap it around the boards, and it won't get sent out of the zone on the first attempt, but it's going to be over to Nelson. Nelson's going to drop it back over to Roberts, and Roberts will loft it all the way down. A bouncing puck will go to the corner as it's picked up by Hannon. Hannon, his headman pass intended for Sobel will end up being offside, so that allows Roberts to get it to Schubert. His headman connects to do so. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Nelson shooting, and a glove save made by Friedman.
Gorgeous. That was a beautiful save by Freeman there. The left glove save. That was gorgeous. But hey, we talked about the 2-on-1 breakaway shorthanded. Happened yesterday a ton too. Gotta keep doing that. It continues the pressure and also makes WashU uncomfortable having a man up too. It's essential, especially for the goalies. Goalies usually get comfortable during the power plays.
So the faceoff is on back over to Ma. He's going to wait just behind his own net. He'll finally walk it up as he's being pressed by Duso. That's going to force it to the right side as it's passed over to Michael Greco. He sends it around the boards, and it's going to be met there by the Kansas defense. A pass on the back door for Michael Greco. He lost his edge there, and it's going to be Nelson getting pinned in the corner. The Jayhawks are back to full strength as Vitullo is out of the box. As it's going to be Nelson trying to poke that one out of the zone. Michael Greco holding it in, a shot on net. Gray making the save, puck still loose. And a whistle here, halting the flurry of chaos that was going on right in front of the net.
Great job by Landry Gray holding his crease once again. In the midst of all that chaos, the goalies keeping the glove on the puck is essential because they can let. You've seen it happen multiple times. Players can just poke at that glove even when it's not fully on. That puck comes out, it's immediate score. It's essential that he keeps it down. Good pay. Another great penalty kill, though, from the Jayhawks.
So 3:27 left to go. As the faceoff won by the Bears, their shot sent to the corner. Is this going to be Nico Schmidt on it? He gets knocked down by Van Heerden. That puck trying to find its way over to Gerber. Now Van Heerden, another hit on Schmidt as it's Ip. It looks like he tried to get a drive on net, but it's kicked up front, and it'll be Gerber to the races here. As Gerber with speed. He's going to have a backhand shot on net. Friedman will make the save, and our stoppage with 2:59.
Defenseman Aiden Ip for WashU came out of nowhere and disrupted that shot a little bit, caused the backhand not to be full strength. Great play by Ip to make sure that puck wasn't fired over the shoulder or between the 5-hole. Another essential face-off here. Just under 3 minutes.
As this one will be taken by Medina. And it looked like he wanted over to Siddons. And Siddons will try to walk it in the slot. Medina just on the back door, unable to get something going. As it's going to be held in there by Walsh. Medina passing it to the slot. No one was there. And it's going to be skated out of the zone there by number, I believe that was 19, Shua Friedman. John Feeney wearing number 24 now. Able to dump it in. Is this going to be Siddons? Tries to drive it in. Is this going to be lofted up and out by the Bears? Glove down by Van Heerden, who got it up to Feeney. Feeney tried to find it over to Siddons, but it's going to be intercepted by Hannon. He tried to get it over to Cato, and it's going to be Hannon with it again. Left for McNamara. Gray making a save up front, and the Jayhawks able to clear, but can't get it out quite yet. And Walsh will try it again from behind his own net. Off the boards over to Medina. Medina across to Feeney. And Feeney pressured off the puck there. And finally skated out of the zone by Siddons. Siddons up over to Duso. He found Feeney walking in, shooting, and a save made by Friedman off the rebound. Feeney couldn't center the pass.
Multiple great saves by Freeman there. Didn't allow just the blocker side too.
As it's dumped in. Great pressure there by Kansas. Forced that one to be made. Schubert able to kick the puck up over to Duso. Duso finding it to Friedhoff. Friedhoff now on the right side. Takes the hit, but he made the pass over to Roberts. Now Roberts lofted one on net. Gloving that one away was Friedman. Duso tried to do a little wraparound shot there as he has it in the corner. Duso to Nessa. Nessa through traffic, tipped up front, and it's going to be Friedhoff. Right there providing the pressure, but Friedman making the save.
Freeman having a great first period. Jayhawks have 7 shots on goal. He stopped all 7 of them. Going to need to keep getting that pressure on Freeman. One of them will go in, and also the traffic in front of the net. Jayhawks got to keep doing that if they want one of these goals.
So the faceoff was won by Kansas, but it's going to be chased there by Breyer. So less than a minute to go here in the first period. A costly turnover up front and a save made by Gray. So he was able to bail out the Kansas defense there.
Some turnover behind the net. It was a great save by Gray there. We have some confusion, some players talking to the refs in front of the net too.
Either way, the faceoff will take place to the right of Landry Gray. 53.7 seconds left to go, where the shots are tied 7-7. As it's Breyer under the goal line, he'll get a pass crossed over to Nessa. Nessa, his headman pass intercepted there, and a penalty on the Jayhawks.
Gonna need the penalty kill unit once again to come in strong.
Slashing the call.
I can't tell if Travis Breyer is shaking up in the penalty box too after that slashing penalty. It looked like he was bent down a little bit while he was skating to the penalty box. I'm not sure if he's shaking up.
It looks like he is favoring something in that lower body.
Yeah, he's not feeling the best right now. Hopefully he's okay.
So the Bears have it off the faceoff. Michael Greco, a pass over to Sammy Greco. But it's going to be Nelson getting it out, and a nice call there by the official right in front of the Jayhawk bench as
Tyler Nelson with a great defensive play, also getting the penalty called too. Overall, just unreal play by Nelson. Not only his speed and his accuracy on his shots essential, also those plays, also the plays where they can cause penalties too for his team. 4-on-4 hockey here for a little bit, the rest of the period too.
So it'll be number 9, Sammy Greco, heading off for holding. This is back over to Nessa. He finds Duso. Back to Nessa. Nessa to Duso in the corner. He's going to get hit off the puck there by Hannon and get it right back. Off the boards to Roberts. Roberts plays it back to Duso, who tried to throw it to the corner. It's Hannon off the boards to McGordy. McGordy will throw it right back to Hannon, and that'll do it for period number 1 as we end this one exactly how we started, tied at 0. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for period number 2. Hello and welcome back for period number 2. I'm Gabe Daniel, joined alongside Mike Hoblick as we start the second period exactly how we started the first, tied at 0. We'll start off 4-on-4 for about a minute 20, and then Kansas will have 11 seconds on the power play.
The end of that 4-on-4, hopefully they can be in the offensive zone so they can get a couple shots while being a man up. Be very essential here. Landry Gray and Jake Friedman having themselves a good first period, good game so far. See if they can keep that up. See if maybe we'll see a couple more shots on net though. Only 7 to each respective side. See how this period goes.
As 4 for Kansas, it'll be Nelson and Duso up front with Roberts and Nessa back playing defense. As it's won over to Nessa, he'll settle it over to Duso, and it's passed around the boards over to Nessa. Nessa playing the stick there. He's able to get it right back and got it out of the zone, and it's quickly rifled back in. Nessa getting pressured there in the corner. He's able to settle it to Duso. Duso had to skip over his stick, and it's going to be picked up by Nessa once more. He tried to get a headman pass up over to Nelson. But it's going to be McGordy with it, trying to get it on net, and a save made by Gray.
Already some traffic in front of them now, a couple shots. Great job by Gray. A couple deflections in front, too, keeping the puck out of the crease. As long as you keep that puck out of the crease, you'll be okay. Can't have those deflections going in front of the goalie and then the late cleanup by the players.
So off the face-off, it's won by the Bears. And another glove save made there by Landry Gray.
All right, 2 shots on goal this period. 45 seconds in for WashU. Kansas has to win the faceoff here and get possession. See if they can go get a couple shots in there 4-on-4. Just a little over 35 seconds on this 4-on-4, and then we're going to get to some Jayhawk power play.
So off the face-off, Cato was able to win it back over to Richardson. His shot missing the net. It's going to wrap around over to Hannon. Hannon tried to throw it in, but it was blocked up front, and it's going to be Nessa skating it out of the zone. Pushed up over to Duso, who got it to Nelson. Nelson lost control, and it's going to be picked up by Cato now. Cato, cross ice. It'll go right to the blade of Walsh. Walsh backhands it to Roberts. Roberts able to scoop that one over to Nelson. Nelson making a move around one man. Try to get a pass over to Duso on the other side. And Walsh sending it the other way.
Jayhawk power play now, Gabe.
Just for about 8 seconds. Not able to do anything with that as the Bears had the puck under their own net. And both teams back to full strength, and we're 5-on-5 with 18:20 left to go. So Medina with it. He's going to pass it to Feeney in the corner. Back to Medina at the top of the circle. He's going to walk it over to the hash marks. Coasting under the goal line. He tried to find someone in the slot. That's going to get interrupted there, and the Bears skated out. Cato with it. He takes a shot. That misses the net there. It's going to be held in by McNamara. But a nice job there by Van Heerden in front of the net. He gets it up over to Siddons, and he'll skate it in on the right side. Siddons waiting, shooting, missing the net there, but holding the line was Van Heerden. He tried to redirect it, but it's going to be sent out by the Bears, and back on it, it's going to be Walsh.
Aiden Nip with another great defensive play there for WashU in the Bears zone.
And Siddons trying to get it away. The Jayhawks able to get it out of the zone, but it's going to be Hannon sending that one into the netting and out of play.
As I was saying, Gabe, the Aiden Ips play on that zone, it was a 2-on-1 back in the Bears zone. Got deflection, got some wood on it, caused the play to get disrupted. Back into the Jayhawk zone. We're going to have a face-off in the neutral zone here.
So the face-off won by the Bears. As it was Roberts trying to send it out. It's going to be Schubert on it. So he's getting spun around, lost his stick. He'll have to pick it right back up. as Feeney got it to Roberts. Roberts played it off the glass, and it's over to Medina on the left side. Medina looking to try and pass it to Siddons, but that's interrupted there. Schubert redirecting it to the corner over to Feeney. Feeney looked like he might have got it on net. Medina trying to jam it home on the back door, and it's going to be skated up and out there by number 90. That's going to be Bartz. He throws it on net. Gray will play it over to Schubert. Now to Roberts. Off the boards, up over to Feeney. Feeney's going to play it to Medina, and Medina on the right side will try to walk a backhand shot, turned aside by Friedman, and Medina picking it up again. He'll throw it to the corner, back over to Feeney. Feeney waiting. He gets it to Breyer. Breyer across to Nessa. Nessa through traffic save made by Friedman. Puck loose. Feeney had it in the corner, and it'll be the Bears skating it out.
Roberts with a couple great off the glass passes, causing some offensive possessions for the Jayhawks.
Is this going to be Zadakis trying to get it up over to Gerber, but it's going to be intercepted there by Greco. He's going to collide with his own teammate, and the Bears have to get back on side. So Gerber, he's going to swing out of the zone, cutting through center. Gerber still on it. He has it to Vitullo. A shot save made by Friedman, and a whistle with 15:44 left to go.
Gerber was just weaving through all the Bears defense on that play. Made that look easy. And the great pass, couple shots. Friedman with a couple great saves, though, keeping that puck, keeping the score 0-0. Shots even at 9, too. I have a feeling at the end of this game, Gabe, we're going to be looking at a shot total that's almost the exact same. It just seems that way that's going right now.
And a little bit of a change on the face-off here as Zadakis got kicked out. Vitullo goes in to take it, and he's able to tie it up and force it to the corner, but the Bears quickly getting that one back out. Nessa, the head man, to Zadakis, and it goes over to Friedman. He'll play it to the corner, but it skips out again. As it's going to be Breyer trying to get it up to Zadakis, and an icing call on the Jayhawks.
First icing of the second period.
So 15:21 left to go. 0-0 our score. 9-9 on the shot column. And a face-off taking place to the left of Landry Gray.
If I'm Landry Gray, I would be ready for some traffic in front of the net, trying to cause some distractions.
That shot just went over the net. Gerber able to chop that one out of the zone on the backhand, and Vitullo just flying down, able to beat the icing as he's pressured off the puck. Now Zadakis has it under the goal line. He's going to try to wrap it around, and that one will be taken away by the Bears as there's a big hit by Jack Gerber in front of the Jayhawk bench. And then it's going to be Sobel getting knocked down by Breyer. Walsh getting hauled down, and that's going to get called.
Beautiful hit by Breyer, and then a penalty immediately after. Breyer's feeling it right there.
And you can just see the little smirk by Cole Walsh as he knew exactly what he did. And drawing that penalty, in the Jayhawk power play will get another opportunity. And it's one that, when all cylinders are clicking, it can be deadly, as they have Tyler Nelson, John Feeney, and Caleb Dusso out there, all leading the team points-wise.
Give them some shot opportunities and they'll make them. They can also pass the puck extremely well, but they're the best when they're shooting.
So it's Juan back over to Luke Nessa. And Luke Nessa doing a great job there, holding that line. Cross over to Dusso, fighting it to Nelson. Nelson off the pass from Feeney. His shot's blocked up front, and it's going to be Hannon skating it up. He'll try a shot. That's going to be kicked away by Gray, and that's going to be up over to Vitullo. Now on the right side, he lost an edge, and that's going to be Hannon skating it in. Hannon stopped and wait, and he was pressured off the puck there by Luke Nessa, and it's chipped up over to Nelson. However, it was just a little too ahead of him, and Nelson will have to battle for it in the corner as he came up with it. It's going to be sent all the way back down by the Bears, and it'll be Gray settling that puck down. Left it for Roberts.
It's a great play by Nessa here in the Jayhawk zone. Hannon had a nice opportunity for a shot there, one-on-one. Nessa caused Hannah not to be able to get the second shot off.
As it's going to be Duso coasting around the net. He gets it to Roberts at the top. And it's a great job there by Feeney getting there in time to keep the puck into the zone. And the Jayhawks have to get back on side. As it's dumped all the way back down. Gray settling it for Roberts once more.
Still no shots on this power play yet for the Jayhawks.
Roberts left it for Nelson. Nelson with speed. He's going to swing to the right side. Before button hooking right about the hash marks. Coughed it up over to Siddons, and that puck's going to trickle out of the zone. Just about 15 seconds left on this Kansas power play. Siddons poked off the puck, and it's sent all the way back down. And Gray will leave it for Roberts with the time for one more zone entry. And that pass intercepted there. Siddons able to hit a man off the puck.
Second time Cole Hannon's glove has come off on his shift.
As it's dumped all the way back down. It's going to be Cato. His headman pass it to McNamara. Skated in on the right side by Cato, trying to drop it back over to Greco. Greco threw one on net. Gray had the glove there, and we get a stoppage with 12:28.
Great job by Landry Gray, seeing that lane open quickly, just getting a glove on that. Let's give credit to the WashU Bears penalty kill in that. Just like the Jayhawks got a couple shots on goal during their penalty kill. Both sides' penalty kill units today have been great. Along with last night, today has been way better.
And that shot goes over the net. It's going to be picked up on the right side there by Cato, thrown back under to McNamara. And it's going to be the fourth line for Kansas out there trying to get out of the zone. Walsh able to backhand it over to Pendleton. Pendleton able to use the lengthy body of his to get that one out of the zone. Fantoni dropping it back over to Walsh. Walsh locked that one up. It's going to be gloved down by Cato and then thrown back into the zone. Back on it is Van Heerden. Van Heerden off the boards, able to get it into the zone. As it's going to be the Bears dropping it back into their corner over to Cato. Cato off the boards, and it's going to be Van Heerden.
Broke his stick.
And you see the frustration as he just spiked the fixed half.
Just laying there in the neutral zone.
Is this going to be Carney from his knees? He backhands that one into the zone.
It's a nice play, though, by Van Heerden trying to create an opportunity, slapping that puck in the zone. His stick just broke along with it. Just unlucky.
Now McNamara's shot just coasts around the boards. Is this going to be held in there by Cato? His shot up front. Gray made the save. The rebound goes wide, and it's going to be Greco centering it out over to Ip. Save made there. Ip on his backhand, spinning around, trying to make a play. This is going to be Nelson skating it out of the zone now. On the left side with speed. Made a fancy move. Still got the puck into the zone, but the Bears get it right back. It'll be McNamara again leading the charge. He's going to pass it over to Ma, and an offsides call on the Bears with about 10:40 left to go.
See WashU's, and that last opportunity they had, they really tried clogging up the shooting lane there in front of Landry Gray, almost where it just got a couple deflections in front. First save made by Gray, looked like he thought he had it in his glove, fell out, and proceeded. He was well aware though, puck went off his blocker, off his right leg pad, excuse me. Need to keep using Tyler Nelson's speed here.
As he won the face-off over to Friedhoff, and then it's banked off the glass, and it'll be right into the possession of the Bears. So Hannon, he tries to get a headman pass. That's redirected back, and it'll be Richardson trying to get it out now. Richardson will play it around over to Hannon. Hannon back to Richardson. And it's finally sent out of the zone as Ma has it. Ma over to Bartz. Threw it on net. Gray gloved it over, and the Jayhawks get it out. It's going to be dumped right back in, and Gray will settle it back behind his own net. Nessa lost an edge there. This is going to be Richardson, a drive from the point. Turned aside there, and it'll be Breyer using a nice stick lift there. So he blocked that shot up front. thrown to the corner. It's going to be picked up there by Wee Henrys.
Great defensive shift there by Travis Breyer. Multiple deflections in front of the net, too. And also some great stick handling.
As it's sent all the way back in, an icing on WashU.
Need some shots on goal here if you're the Jayhawks. The first goal of this game, the way it's going, it seems like it's going to be on one of those crazy plays. Goalie thinks he has it, he doesn't, deflection goes in. It's going to be something like that because right now both goalies are stopping everything they're seeing. Going to need to get either that or a breakaway if the Jayhawks want to score. And we have another penalty. That was a big hit right there.
So racing back after it's going to be Schubert.
Delayed penalty.
Yep. It's going to be on the Bears, so the Kansas power play will head back out in a little bit as Lance Medina skips around one man. He's going to walk under the goal line, trying to pass it to the slot up front over to Feeney. Couldn't connect. And the stoppage here.
It looked like John Feeney was the one who got hit. He looked like he was on his knees or low to the ground and got hit high. We'll see what the penalty is here. Yeah, some discussions going on. Refs having to hold players back. Looks like the Kansas Jayhawks aren't really happy about this penalty here. Christian Robinson is the one. Still talking. Refs have to hold him back.
Shots are 10-9 in favor of the Bears as we're still tied at 0. 9:02 left to go as we're just past the halfway point of this game. And it's a face-off win over to Luke Nessa. He'll wrap it around. And the Bears get it back. They'll dump it all the way. And Gray will play it to the corner. As it's picked up by Nessa as he waits behind his own net. It's going to be left for Tyler Nelson. Nelson up to Duso on the right side. Now drifting around the net to Feeney. Feeney tried to settle it back over to Nessa, and it's going to be skated out by McGordy. Thrown on net to Gray, and Gray will play it to Nessa. A backhand pass over to Nelson.
See if Nelson can get some speed here and cause some opportunities.
So Nelson will stop at the point. He'll pass it to the corner over to Vitullo. Vitullo circles around. Gets a pass to Nessa. Nessa tries to send it back the other way. Off the boards to Vitullo. Cross size to Feeney, just missing the net there, but it's going to be held in by Nessa through traffic. Blocked up front. Now Nelson spinning around. He's going to backhand pass over to Feeney. Feeney shooting one up front, sent wide, and it's going to be the Bears sending it all the way back. It's going to be Gray coming all the way out to play it.
Got to keep getting shots just like we saw on that possession. Keep getting those. One of them will go in. Kept peppering Friedman right there. Some great passes, too. Right in front of the crease. Just couldn't finish them off.
Is this going to be Duso over to Nelson? Nelson on the right side. You see, he just walks it in over to Duso on net. And off the rebound, the Bears able to get it and send it out of the zone. Is this going to be Roberts? Lost control. It's going to be Sammy Greco under the goal line. He's poked off the puck there by Gerber. And a nice defensive stick there by Siddons. And it's going to be a rush for the Jayhawks now. Siddons drags around one man. He's going to walk it in. Shooting one. Save made by Friedman. And it's going to be Siddons picking up the rebound. Got it to Roberts. Threw it on net. And it'll be Nelson picking it up at the point. Walking through. Getting hauled down there.
Even strength.
As the Bears are back to full strength. Under the goal line. Off the boards. Pass up to Roberts. Roberts back over to Duso. His shot deflected. It is on the right side. It's going to be a shot. It's kicked away by Gray and held on to for a whistle.
It's a great job by Gray there. Blocking that with his left leg pad, but also realizing the deflection was coming. Grabs it with his glove, makes sure the play stops. So we get no chance of the deflection passes going around the end for the wraparound either.
So 6:22 left to go. Period number 2. Shots are now 12-10 in favor of Kansas. As they got plenty of good chances on that power play, just no answer.
Friedman stood tall on that one right there. 3 shots on that power play. Multiple good opportunities, though. Need to keep creating those, even strength and power play, too.
So Schubert backhanding it around the boards over to Feeney. Feeney got it out of the zone. And it looked like he maybe tried to get a pass off. This is going to be picked up there by number 24. That's Ramey. Pressured off the puck as Siddons holds it in. Siddons walks it in, shoots, and a save made by Friedman. Feeney pokes the rebound. Schubert trying to drive one in. That will wrap around the corner as it was Roberts racing in to help out.
Another great opportunity. Friedman once again. This is a great save.
And a stoppage with 5:47 left to go. And you really got to appreciate the physicality Zach Roberts was showing there. A 6'5" defenseman from Orleans, Massachusetts, just using his body. He was able to keep the puck into the zone for that play.
You got to use your size if you got it, right? That's exactly what he did. If he keeps doing that, he's got a big advantage in his size.
It's loose Van Heerden on the puck. He gets knocked down. The shot just missing the net there. As it's Robinson trying to drive one in as it goes back behind the net. And it looks like Ma is down and in pain.
Not quite sure what happened here. Hopefully he's okay.
So he's able to get up on his own.
He's in pain, you could tell. He's got the glove off of his left hand. Maybe he doesn't. Looked like he did for a second. Glad to see he's off the ice, though, under his own power. Refs are having a discussion here.
And you see the team captain, Cole Hannon, over there.
Possible penalty, maybe? Did you see? I didn't see anything after the play. It looked like it was after the pass.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure. And then I believe that's number 26. Theo Elfenbein, who has also left the bench.
Both captains conversing here with the referees. Doesn't look like Cole Hannon is very happy right now.
Either way, the face-off will take place in front of the WashU bench, right outside the Kansas zone. So 5:30 left to go.
Nice face-off win.
So Dusso got it back over to Van Heerden. He's going to wrap it around the boards, up over to Friedhoff, who was able to poke it up. Couldn't quite get it to Nelson, and it's dumped back in. So again, Van Heerden will wrap it around the boards. He finds it to Friedhoff. Friedhoff had to shelter it back over to Walsh, and McGordy's right there. We're up front, and they score. And it's number 18, Ethan Sobel.
Well, we were talking about how the first goal of the game would come from a couple deflections and a couple good passes right in front of the net. Just what happened. Landry Gray couldn't catch up with the pass. Great shot by Sobel. Gets it through. First goal of the game. Far into the second period. See if the Jayhawks can respond to that. Out shooting the Bears currently.
So 5:11 left to go. As the faceoff is sent back over to Breyer. And now over to Nessa. Nessa headman pass to Medina, who tipped it in. And there's a big collision there back behind the net, and somehow that's going to get called.
Hannon hit Lance Medina right in front of the bench. Almost in his head. It looked like he shoved him a little bit right in his head. Instead, there was no call.
And I think Siddons will sit for charging, if I read the signal right.
He's not happy at all.
And this is really where Kansas needs to keep their head.
Got to keep your head, and you got to get the get the puck out of your zone right here. Just keep firing out.
As it's going to be the Bears with it. Thrown to the corner, it's going to be Breyer. Going to work, trying to get it out for the Jayhawks. And he's able to at least interrupt the play a lot there for Bartz. As it's poked up, and it's going to be sent out by Nessa. He's going to clear it all the way down.
Right in front of us, Gabe, you saw, I believe it was Travis Breyer and Patrick Bartz were getting after it a little bit.
Looked like Breyer was just trying to pick up his stick that he lost.
He was mad. Had it ripped away from him.
As it's going to be Ma with it. Ma trying to throw it on net. It's going to be intercepted there by Duso, and Duso will gently loft it into the zone. A bouncing puck right onto Friedman, and Friedman will play it to the corner over to Ma. As this could be wrapped around. This time over to Michael Greco.
Killing time here, less than a minute in the power play.
So it's going to be Sammy Greco skating it in. Up on the right side, he's going to take a shot on net. Gray making the save there as it was poked loose. As it's now Wee Henry's with it. He tried to pass it up front. A nice use of the skate there by Breyer as it's sent out of the zone. Nelson on the puck now for the Jayhawks. He walks it in, shoots, and a save made by Friedman.
What a beautiful save by Friedman. Nelson using his speed once again and that backhand just to go right in front of the crease, and Friedman just makes the save again. It's almost like a different person than what we saw last night. Friedman is playing an amazing game so far, stopping everything that's come anywhere near his way. It's a good sign out that the penalty kill once again for the Jayhawks is in their offensive zone.
So a nice hit there by Feeney, keeping the puck into the zone. And then Zadakis using the body, laying out. But it's going to be passed back over to Roberts. Roberts instead will bank it off the boards up to Feeney, who chopped it into the zone. It's going to be picked up by Cato now, and Cato's going to lead the charge. Time for one last rush on this power play, but it's a great play there by Schubert, who sent it back out. The bank pass intended for Cato, now taken by Roberts. Roberts off the boards up over to Feeney. Feeney dumps it back in, and the Jayhawks are back to full strength.
Beautiful play by Schubert to get that out of the zone. Caused those last couple seconds of the power play to run down as WashU was making their final rush.
So Schubert backhands it over to Roberts. Roberts left it for Gerber, and Gerber's going to bank it up over to Feeney. Feeney lost control as he got double teamed there on the puck as it's over to Zadakis. Zadakis a nice backhand pass as he gets knocked down.
Try backhanding that, see if there's someone in front of the crease there. No one's there. Big hit.
Shot up front. Gray made the save, and it's backhanded out of the zone by the Jayhawks. As this could be picked up by Hannon. Hannon up to McNamara. A bouncing puck will end up going to Roberts instead. Feeney banked it back over to Gerber, and Gerber's going to swing in on the right side. Throws one on net, kicked away by Friedman, and held on to for a whistle. And then a little bit of an unnecessary hit there by Hannon.
Yeah, absolutely. Hannon is really playing the role of aggravating them until they retaliate. It almost seems like he's been doing that the entire game so far. That's why he has the captain role. If you're the Jayhawks here, you got to try to win this face-off in the zone, and then you got to try to fire a shot off. Get some traffic in front of the net, cause a couple of weird deflections to go in, and then this game will be tied. A little over 2 minutes left in this period. See if they can get some offensive pressure before the intermission.
As the puck's sent out with 2 minutes left.
Quick stoppage there, only wasted 4 seconds.
So 1-0 our score as the Bears are in the lead.
Friedman is stopped. Every shot that he's seen come his way. Get a couple more on him. If you're the Jayhawks here, just need to find some space.
So right off face-off, Duso tried a shot up front, and it looked like Nelson wrapped around and had another shot on net, and again, Friedman standing tall.
Nelson continues to create opportunities with his speed, no matter if it's going behind the net or just rushing down into the zone. He'll be in the face-off circle again.
So it's a face-off win over to Breyer. Breyer trying to throw it down on net, trying to find someone for the deflection. It's going to be a saucer pass up over to, intended for Wee Henrys, and an icing on the Bears.
Another great win by Tyler Nelson in that face-off circle. Wonder if they'll put him in again for it. Looks like there will be. What a difference a day makes. Friedman yesterday, 4 goals and less than 20 shots, like we mentioned. Now hasn't let a single one, 14 for 14.
So this face-off won by the Bears. This is going to be skated up and in by Ma, as the puck was just lofted right up into Breyer, and it's going to be Friedhoff taking it away. Friedhoff left it for Nelson. Nelson now on the left side. He's going to go under the goal line, dropping it back to Duso. Duso looked like he might have tried a shot. It's going to be back over to Nessa. Rips one from the point, blocked up front, and the Bears skated out of the zone. Nice defensive stick there by both Breyer and Nessa. As it's going to be Greco getting stripped off the puck. Breyer's going to skate it up, and he's going to get it out of the zone as it's backhanded up over to Friedhoff. Friedhoff on the right side. He's just going to shoot one and into the netting and out of play.
Breyer once again with multiple great defensive plays in the zone, causing no shots to be fired at Landry Gray, and also causing intercepting and disrupting that pass there. That was just great defensive work. 1 minute left. Sky gets a couple shots here for the Jayhawks, even if he saves them.
And it looked like the face-off won by the Bears as they try to wrap it out. It's going to be held in by Roberts. He's going to play it around the boards as it's picked up by Feeney in the corner. The backhand pass to Medina. Medina under the goal line. Throws one on net, and it's going to be kicked away by Friedman. But Siddons has it in the corner now. So you try to redirect it over to Feeney. And the Bears take it back as it's Ip. Around the boards to Schmidt. Schmidt getting pressured off the puck there by Siddons. As it's around over to Medina. Medina under the goal line to Feeney. Feeney now in the far corner. Over to Roberts. Roberts through traffic, kicked away by Friedman. And then Schubert holding the line there. Schubert under the goal line. See, sends it back the other way over to Medina. About 10 seconds left on this one. As it's over to Roberts. He's going to try to tip it up front, and it's going to go to the far corner. 3 seconds left. And Feeney plays it off the boards, and that'll do it for 40 minutes, where WashU will head off with a 1-0 lead. We'll be back in a little bit for the third and final period of the weekend. Hello and welcome back for period number 3 as the Bears head out with a 1-0 lead where the game's been very, very back and forth as the shots are 14-11 in favor of Kansas, and that's exactly what the Jayhawks need to do is just keep putting on shots.
Absolutely, Gabe. Need to keep finding these lanes. Need to keep opening some lanes, and also need to keep clogging up the shooting lane in front of the goalie, clog up the goalie's eyesight. That's usually how some shots go in, cause some weird deflections. They just need to get a goal here. It gets to come a lot more shots than they are.
As McGordy tried a shot right there, Gray standing tall, kicked it away. As it's sent over to Medina, and Medina able to almost get it out of the zone, but it's going to be McNamara taking it back. But it's a nice poke check there by Siddons, and he's going to have it on the right side. He'll pass it over to Feeney, entering on the left. Feeney stops, top circle, shoots, and it just goes wide. And it's going to be Medina holding the line. He's going to drive one from the point, blockered away, and it'll be Feeney picking it up. He's going to drop it back over to Nelson. Nelson centering it over to Breyer. Too much sauce on that one, but it's going to be Duso now entering the zone. As it's dropped back over to Breyer, trying to find it over to Duso in the corner. And it'll be picked up by Nelson, who is playing defense now. As that was just a little bit of a change there. As it's over to Feeney. Feeney trying to get it up and out. But it's going to be skated over by McGordy. The headman pass to Sobel will go right to the tape of Breyer.
Almost had a wide open pass here in the offensive zone for the Jayhawks. Just couldn't connect on it. It was intercepted right in front.
So Breyer trying to get it out of the zone. He's going to battle in the corner as it's Siddons now with it. As he's going to chop it out of the zone. It'll be picked up by Feeney, entering on the right side, pressured off the puck. And Feeney with a nice hit there along the boards. And then the coach for the Bears signaling that he wanted an elbow called. He's not going to get it, as it's going to be picked up by Nessa in the corner.
Yeah, he definitely wanted a penalty call there. Most of the bench did, but the head coach looked like he was not happy at all.
As the Bears wrap it around the boards as they're trying to get it out of the zone. But it's going to be kept in by Greco. And then finally sent over to Duso, the team captain for the Jayhawks. Gets a pass over to Nelson. Nelson on the right side makes a move through the slot shot, tipped up front. And it's to the corner where Vitullo's going to battle for it. Vitullo tried to send it around, but the referee in the way, blocking that one. But Duso poking that puck further in.
Vitullo not happy about that pass hitting the ref there.
Nessa rips one from the blue line. It's going to be caught by Friedman. And a whistle with 17:20 left to go.
Another save by Friedman there. That one, though, didn't look like too much traffic in front of him, so it was easy to see that one right off the shot, right off the stick. If Kansas got some traffic in front, maybe Friedman would get distracted by one thing. Puck would slide into the net. Got to win the faceoff here and just maybe get another shot like they just had. Fire it at the net.
This is Gerber with it. He's going to coast around. Poked off the puck there. And it's going to be Zadakis rips one. And it's going to be turned aside by Friedman. Schubert picking it up to the corner and around the boards. Zadakis again with it. Pressured off the puck. Zadakis poking it to the corner. It's just going to be Bartz trying to wrap it around and get it out. It's going to be held in there. And Zadakis with it. He gets hauled down. Played it to the corner. Gerber now getting it back for Kansas. As Gerber will carry it over to Schubert. Schubert waiting. He's going to play it to Friedhoff now. And the net off. So the stoppage with 16:38. As the linesman will come over and fix it. And it looks like the lines were changed a little bit. Cade Friedhoff back on that third line with Gerber and Zadakis.
It was a great job by Roberts, too, keeping that puck in the zone at one point when it was going along the boards near the benches, keeping it in with his leg, keeping the offensive zone time up.
So it's going to be Ma with it. And that one up into the netting and out of play. Just 8 seconds later.
Quick stoppages here early in this third period. Change players here, get some fresh bodies on the ice. Quick face-off win here. Maybe fire Maybe they can get it to Schubert. Schubert can fire one off right toward the net. Someone can deflect it and get into the net.
As it was tossed up to the corner, another puck out of play. This time with 16:26 left to go.
Hannon throwing that puck out of play. See if Fantoni can get a good win here in here. Does.
As it was won over to Pendleton. Pendleton trying to wrap it to the other corner where it was going to go to Carney if it connects. Now Carney in the slot. Pendleton has it, shooting one, and was blocked by his own man. And now Pendleton settling it over to Schubert. He's going to loft one, and it took a weird bounce, and it hit the back of the net now. And it's going to be sent around. Fantoni trying to poke it off McNamara, and McNamara's going to skate it in on the left side. He'll stop at the hash marks. He tries a shot. That's going to sail around. Drove back in by Hannon. It'll be Robinson dumping it back in. This is going to be Pendleton getting it out of the zone. Schubert on it again. Around to Carney. That's going to squeak out. Hannon making a pass, cross ice over to Robinson. Now Carney with it. Off the stick lift, got it to Fantoni, and the Bears able to swat it back the other way.
Ooh.
And we get a stoppage here with 15:20 left to go.
Hannon got his head pushed right into the boards by the bench over there. Doesn't look too happy. His helmet looks a little dislodged over there. Neutral zone face-off wins crucial here. Need to get some more offensive zone time. 15 shots, have one shot in this period. Need to get a couple more here.
As it's picked up by Nelson. From behind his own net. He's pressured off the puck, and the Bears dump it all the way in. It's going to be McGordy with it. He's going to try to center it there over to Sobel, but it's going to be poked out of the zone by Feeney. It looked like Feeney might have wanted a call there. Nelson, a saucer pass intended for Medina. As the puck's going to take a weird bounce, and it'll be back over to Friedman.
A lot of weird bounces so far from the puck in this period so far.
And it takes another one into the bench for WashU. So that stoppage now with 14:33 left to go.
Only one shot so far this period. 5 minutes in.
And it looks like they're going to move Nelson back up the center. He has Vitullo and Duso at his wing. So going back to that original first line, as Vitullo back to Breyer across to Nessa. Nessa's headman pass is intercepted. It looked like he tried to find Vitullo, but Robinson got his stick on it. And now the Jayhawks have it again. As it's dumped in by Duso, right over to Friedman, and he'll hang on for a whistle with 14:12.
If that pass right there gets to Vitullo, there's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Great play by WashU to intercept that pass and get some more offensive pressure. Duso took the face-off that time.
As it's held in by Nessa. As it's dumped back in. Duso picking it up. Over to Nessa. Waiting. Fan on the shot, and it's going to be McGordy skating it out. The headman pass goes all the way down for an icing.
Do it all over again.
So again, 13:57 left to go. 1-0 our score. The Bears still in the lead. There's a face-off won by WashU. They're able to slap it around and out. Sent up and out over to Nessa. Now to Vitullo. Off the boards, Duso has it. He tried to drop it back over to Nelson. But the Bears dump it in once more. Now on it is Breyer. To Nessa. Nessa will walk it up. He'll get it over to Vitullo. It was tipped in. And no, it wasn't, I guess. An icing will be called.
For sure looked like it was tipped in, but I guess Vitula didn't get a stick on that.
So 13:28 left to go. Shots are 15-11 in favor of Kansas, but the Bears leading where it matters, 1-0. As it's Vitullo picking it up. As he's going to carry it on the right side as it's thrown to the corner, picked up by Duso now. Duso tried to slap it back in, picked up by Greco, a nice stick lift by Nelson. And it's going to be an icing call on the Bears.
$13-10 left. Need to get... Jayhawk defense is playing very well right now, not allowing a shot yet. They're deflecting a lot of passes, intercepting a lot of passes. A lot of neutral zone time, too. Need to generate offensive pressure right here, and a lot of it.
So the Jayhawks have it off the face-off, and then the Bears take it away as they get it out of the zone. As it's going to be number 93 with it, almost laying a big open ice hit there was going to be Zach Schubert. But the Jayhawks have to regroup. As it's going to be Duso, the headman pass up to Nelson, had to kick it back to his stick. And it's going to be dropped over to Schubert. Up to Duso, tipped it into the zone, and then racing after, it's going to be Vitullo. Pass over to Kornhaber, and the Bears send it out.
Looks like I hit the referee.
Now Ma with it, and it's going to be a delayed penalty on Kansas.
Not what you need right now. Penalty kill unit once again. They have to come in clutch.
So Zach Roberts will head off for a slashing penalty with 12:26 left to go. Putting the Bears on the power play.
Penalty kill unit once again. See if they can not allow a single shot on goal here. Keep dumping it out of the zone.
Now McNamara with it at the top. So pass it over. McNamara again from the deep slot. That's blocked up front through traffic. Gray sends it to the corner. Now it's going to be Hannon with it. In the corner, he tries a shot from an odd angle and he scores.
Big power play goal there for WashU. Only 21 seconds in. It's the captain, Cole Hannon there. Now Kansas is going to have to pick it up a little bit. 12 minutes left in this game, down by 2. Nothing much Landry can do about that.
So the face-off won by the Bears as they quickly dump it in. Gray leaving it for Breyer. He's sending it around over to Nessa, who got it to Siddons. And it's going to be Nessa with it again. Dropped over to Siddons, who tried to find it over to Feeney. Now Feeney up to Medina. Nice steal there in the corner by Siddons, who got it to Medina. Bouncing up over in the corner now. Feeney played it. Medina has it. Medina trying to pass it to the slot, and it's sent out by the Bears over to Van Heerden, who lost control.
Once again, had Travis Breyer there going toward the net, had him wide open on the pass, just couldn't connect to it.
Now as it's passed up over to Siddons. Siddons moving in on the forehand, shooting and a kick save made by Friedman as it's over to Feeney.
Friedman once again with another great save. And then gets right back up into his crease immediately after.
As it's in the corner now, Siddons getting double teamed there. As he still has it. Siddons lost control as it's Shua Friedman with it. And it's sent out. But Schubert getting it right back for Kansas as it's over to Medina. Medina, he's just going to walk it in, throws a shot on net. Friedman punching it to the corner. as it's held in by Schubert. He'll throw it to the corner, around the boards to Feeney. Feeney able to come up with it. He's going to wait, fans on the shot, and it's going to be taken away by Ma. And there's a big hit by Gerber, but the puck's going to be skated in by Henry's. A shot and a glove save made there by Gray.
Got to keep getting, that was a good offensive possession there. Just got to keep finding more shots on net though than just one. Shot count up to 16 with no goals. They get out of their own zone here. It's essential. Can't allow Landry Gray to get more pressure on him.
So there's a face-off win over to Gerber. As he's going to chip it into the corner to himself. As he has it just under the goal line. Gerber, a nice move. Under the goal line again, a backhand pass up over to Schubert. Schubert to Roberts, a one-time shot tipped up front. Now Zadakis picks it up. He's going to get tripped down. He's still going to make a pass, but it's going to be intercepted by McNamara. Now it's going to be over to number 8. That's going to be Cato on the left side. Drops it back to McNamara. McNamara tried a shot from an odd angle. Gray made the save there, and it's going to be a foot race for the puck as it's going to be Gerber with it. Gerber walks it in, shoots, and it just goes wide. It'll be Friedhoff picking it up. He throws it the other way.
Gerber using his speed there.
Is this going to be slapped back into the zone by Breyer? Kansas has to get back on side.
You keep finding offensive zone time if you're the Jayhawks here. Under halfway to go in this last period. Down by 2. You don't want to find those last 2 goals in empty net situations. You got to get at least one back here soon.
So 9:09 left to go. 2-0 or score. The Bears in the lead. Is this going to be Nelson who strips it away? Oh, he can fly down the ice.
Nelson gets penalty. Here we go.
And that's exactly what Kansas needs, as they will go to the power play at one of the most crucial points in the game.
They need this they needed that badly. I mean, when you have that much speed, if you're Tyler Nelson, once again using it to his advantage in that backhand again, just using his one hand on his stick. The defenseman really couldn't do much besides just hold him. Hold him and make sure he doesn't even get a shot off, and that's exactly what he did. Unfortunately, it's going to be at the cost of a power play. If you're the Jayhawks, this is a must-capitalize situation. You cannot go out of this power play with no goals.
So the face-off is quickly won by the Bears, and it's Hannon sending it out of play.
Right back to where we started. Got to keep using the speed that they have. I mean, obviously Kansas has so many fast players. They can keep using the speed to their advantage.
Going to the corner. Hannon try to dump it out. And it'll be sent out by Ip. Now Walsh on it. Cross ice over to Gerber. Gerber try to get a little too fancy in front of the penalty box, and it's going to be the Bears walking it in as it's McGordy. Over to Sobel, a shot up front, sent wide. As it's Ip. Wrapped around over to Walsh, to Roberts. And it's going to be up over to Siddons now. With speed through center. Siddons will cut to the right side. He'll try to draw around the net. Siddons still has it. He's going to send it over to Walsh. Walsh to Roberts, a one-time shot, tipped up front. Sounded like it hit a stick. As it's going to be McGordy with it now. McGordy will just ensure that it's dumped in. That'll get a change going for the Bears and for some of the Jayhawks too.
Halfway through this power play here.
Is Walsh behind his own net. Left it for Nelson. Nelson finds it up over to Duso, who tried to get it over to Gerber. And now for Feeney. Now Feeney in the corner, lost control. Skated up and out by McNamara. McNamara sends it around. It'll be skated out by Kansas. Nessa off the boards, trying to find Feeney with it. We'll send it all the way back down. Now Gray for Nelson.
Yeah, time for one final good offensive rush here. Less than 10 seconds now. Really going to have to fly down the ice.
And Nelson with speed. Through center. On his backhand, back to the forehand at the top of the circle, and not sure what he was trying to do there, but it's going to be taken away by Cato. Now Cato on the left side. He's poked off. And it's going to be McNamara in the corner. Feeney goes in to help out. As it's sent up over to Vitullo.
Great penalty kill for WashU.
Now Vitullo throws it up on net, and a save made by Friedman, and a stoppage with 6:31 left to go.
If you're Kansas here, you got to get more shots. We've been saying this the entire game. 17 shots is not bad. Still outgaining the Bears, but the shots are just not falling through. They're not getting the pass like they had yesterday right in front of the net. They're not connecting on them. There's been a lot of intercepted passes right in front of the crease. Just missed opportunities all around.
So Gerber has it under the goal line. Sees hit off the puck. Zadakis tries to help him out. But it's going to be Friedman with it. He's hit off the puck. And it's a nice stick lift by Gerber. That gets the puck out of the zone. As it'll be picked up there by Kornhaber. Van Heerden with it. As it's thrown in. Held in the zone by Gerber. As he throws one on net. It looked like it might have hit a piece of Friedman. But it's Zadakis now holding it in. Got it to Van Heerden. His shot over the net. Now Walsh the other way. Threw it on net. Gerber on it for the Jayhawks. His cross-ice pass broken up there by Shua Friedman. As Sidden's unable to hold the line there. Kansas having to get back on side. As Kornhaber has it. Thrown the other way over to Van Heerden. See, he was able to backhand it up over to Siddons. Siddons now over to Walsh, who's going to walk it in. In the corner, Walsh pressured off the puck there by Ma. As it's now Ramey with it, sending it around. Van Heerden holding it in, got it to Siddons over under the goal line to Nelson. Nelson to Van Heerden. Van Heerden rips one, tipped up front. Feeney unable to put it in.
Puck almost went through the 5-hole of Friedman right there. Very close.
And a great job there by Siddons trying to battle for it still, but it's sent all the way back where Breyer's going to be on it. Breyer around to Van Heerden. Lost control, but it's going to be sent up over to Siddons, to Nelson, who's going to drop it over to Feeney. Feeney shoots one, and a glove save made by Friedman. And a couple of words exchanged after the whistle.
WashU did not like that at all. They're trying to hold some of the players are trying to hold their teammates back because they know that one penalty like that, one stupid penalty like that could be 5 minutes, and then that's a chance for the Jayhawks. Just keep creating shots though. Back up to 18 shots on goal now.
So 4:21 left to go. Kansas still down by 2. As the faceoff was won over to do so, that shot's blocked up front. And he's able to use his body to keep the puck into the corner as Medina has it under the goal line. Fighting through the hook, gets it up over to Nessa. Nessa tried to throw one there, and that's deflected up front. Now Medina getting double teamed under the goal line as it's passed up over to Ma. Held into the zone. But it's going to be skated up by Hannon. Hannon throws it in to the far corner. A nice hit there by Breyer. Got the puck over to Nessa. Nessa around trying to find Vitullo. And Vitullo gets sent down.
A lot of physicality in this period.
And another odd bounce, and it's 3-0 WashU.
Odd bounces are the story of this game. I mean, it takes every single goal that we've seen so far is just taking a weird hop off of the boards or off a player or even off the goalie, Landry Gray himself, and it just finds a WashU player. Sometimes it's better to be lucky. Just fires a shot right on net. There's really not much you can do about that once again. Almost all 3 goals. Now you almost immediately have to get one or two back for the Jayhawks.
So the face-off, Juan over to Nelson. On the left side, he's going to try to throw it up on net. It was loose, thrown to the corner, and it's going to be sent out of the zone by Sobel, and that's going to get called. And a boarding penalty.
Oh, now the frustration penalties maybe. He doesn't even think he did anything wrong. It's Brett Siddons. WashU bench is fired up. Coaches tell him to calm down.
And it looks like Siddons is done for the day.
Did they just give him a game misconduct for throwing a stick in the box?
It looked like a 10-minute.
10-minute?
So 2 and a 10 for Brett Siddons.
Man.
As cooler heads will prevail in this one. 3:25 left to go. Kansas down by 3 on the penalty kill now. And right off the face-off, the Bears get a shot from the point. Turned aside there. As it's going to be over to Hannon. A shot on net, and Gray making the save.
Just got fined. The Jayhawks, just a couple stupid penalties. Just couldn't keep level-headed. Got to find a way to get some, maybe a breakaway opportunity here. What they did last night.
As it's over to McNamara, his shot up front, and they score. So it is now 4-0.
Back to even strength now. Believe that was Liam McGordy on the goal there. Then throwing the horns down after the goal. Believe that is the 4th goal on either the 15th or 14th shot. WashU bench feeling it right now.
As it's Feeney with it, he's poked off the puck. And it's 5-0 now.
Man.
When it rains, it pours.
Yep. All coming down. Yeah, a lot of frustration over there on the Jayhawk bench. You can see players kicking the bench, kicking the wall. Just not happy with their performances today. Hopefully this cooler head still prevailed these last 3 minutes. Don't want to see any suspension-worthy stuff.
So a shot by Ma, covered up by Gray.
5 goals on 17 shots so far.
So it's sent out of the zone. The Bears chip it back the other way, but it's intended for Gerber. And back behind the net where Gray will play it. Now Van Heerden on it. Off the boards, up over to Gerber. Gerber on the left side. Shoots one as that just goes over the net. Now Friedhoff with it. Lost control. Now Gerber trying to drop it back, and it looked like Zdakis just couldn't quite get a piece of it. Zdakis trying to backhand it over to Gerber, and it'll be sent around the other way. Now Van Heerden with it. Up to Walsh. Walsh behind the net to Gerber. Now Gerber on it. As it's over to Carney. Carney backhanding that one there as it's wrapped around and bouncing over the stick of Walsh, and it'll go all the way back. And an icing call with 1:32 left to go.
Even down 5-0, the Hawks are still fighting here. Trying to maybe just get a couple shots. Maybe see they could get one back here.
So the face-off won by the Bears. It's backhanded out of the zone by Maw. Breyer sending it back up, intended for Gerber. And a stoppage here with 1:20 left to go. 1:24 rather.
Looks like I believe it was 93, Steven Jerahy was getting into it with a KU player here. I believe it was Paul Carney. They were getting into it a little bit center ice. A little pushing and shoving, nothing too bad.
As back on the puck is Hannon. He tried to backhand it out of the zone. It's sent out over to Breyer. And Breyer will just loft that one back in. Glove down by Friedman.
Good job keeping that puck in the zone there.
And Hannon will draw it back behind his own net. As it's off the boards. Intended for Jari. Thrown back the other way. And sent all the way back down. Hannon wrapping it around, dumping it back in. Now Breyer on it for Kansas. Off the boards, back over to Hannon. Hannon will loft this one in. Played aside by Gray. Over to Nessa. Up to Pendleton. Pendleton got it out. Thrown back in. And this could be skated into the zone by Breyer. Breyer shooting one.
Something weird flew into the net there. I believe it was part of a stick, flew off.
Either way, 3 seconds left to go, and that'll do it for this one. As WashU takes this one, and it looks like we're going to have a little bit of...
Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, no.
extracurriculars here.
Fireworks at the end.
Couldn't tell what exactly happened in the corner.
I'm not surprised it was Steven Jerahy was going at it with a couple players all game. Looked like he was the man, still jawing at each other. No love lost between these two.
Absolutely. So it'll be a series split where WashU takes this one again 5-0, able to bounce back after their 4-1 loss last night as they improve to 3-4-0 on the year. Kansas falling to 10-6. As that'll do it for the first semester of action, as we will still have quite a bit of fundraising left to do throughout the rest of the month of November. Again, all proceeds raised during the month of November go straight to the American Cancer Society. Nothing will go back towards the club. Again, more information for the Hockey Fights Cancer campaign can be found on our socials at Jayhawk Hockey or online at jayhawkhockey.com. Again, I'm Gabe Daniel, joined alongside Mike Hoblick. We will talk to you guys next semester.